What is up, Scrub fam? It is I, Richard Zapp. I am here with my dear friend, Patrick O'Neill. Pat,
Yo, yo, yo.
and we are here because there is some sick things going on in the Dragon Ball Super. We are starting to get the good. Series 10 coming at us hot. I think it's what, like 2 months out, a little less than 2 months. So we're back
Yeah,
in
I'm
preview
actually
season.
surprised. Yeah, I think it's kind of crazy that previous season is starting this early, but I guess they're just trying to keep hype alive for the game in like strange and bizarre time.
And with these releases, they did. Because the Series 10 is feeling a little nostalgic to Series 2, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. We got that good. We got Trunks back. Trunks, we haven't seen a Trunks leader. I guess we've seen Kid Trunks in Series 3,
I think it
and
was four. Four was Colossal Warfare, right? That was the
yeah,
last time I think we saw a Trunks on.
Trunks in any meaningful way besides a little bit of, super rares in the last,
Yeah,
whatchamacallit, uh,
I feel like
cycle.
I feel like every relevant card of Trunks on it as of late was literally just like what, uh, either Super Combo or Trunks Xeno.
Right.
So
But
yeah.
Trunks returns. We got the Envoy of Justice here. So we learned a little bit about this leader. Has some pretty cool text on both sides. It has during your opponent's turn, if you would add a card from your life to your hand or place it in your drop area, you can reveal it and add it to your hand instead. So that has some pretty cool implications. Um, for one, you're not taking crit damage. Uh,
Yeah.
you're not taking burn damage. All you have to do is pass on a little bit of knowledge. Seems kind of worth. Only downside on that front is you do have to display any information. Well, I guess it's May, so even if you take life in a normal fashion, you don't have to reveal it. Makes you wonder, what
Yeah.
do you think that's just to get dodge critical, or do you think there's a chance there's going to be other effects that interact with that, or it's a hard thing to.
So the first thing I thought of when I this card, like, so does this like trigger like EX burst like in Final Fantasy? Like, is there gonna be like a like if you reveal this from your life, like KO a battle card or something? Because like that's the only reason I can think for this permanent to exist. Like, there's got to be like some kind of shenanigans where it's like, oh, if this is the life you took, you can reveal it to do something sick. Um, other than that, like, yeah, I guess it dodges critical. That's my first thought.
Okay,
Is
that
when
makes
I
sense.
read it.
It could actually make for a really cool Union Fusion deck with Vegito. It'd be like if you have a Goku and a Trunks on the board, uh, and there's like a Gogeta that says like when you reveal this card in your life, you have a Goku and a Vegeta on the board. Place it underneath this card and then play it on the field.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I mean, like it's definitely going to be like you're playing something out of. There's no world where this exists that it doesn't just say like you're playing a card that gets revealed.
Right. Cool combos with Dimension Magic as well. I'm trying to think if there's any other defensive cards that make you hurt yourself in blue. But you also have this really cool opponents at 4 life or less, draw a card, flip one over. So it's you or your opponent. So if you're playing super aggressively, it rewards you for that too.
Oh, I didn't even catch that. That's actually really awesome.
Yeah. And then so you flip it over to the back. Same situation as before. Well, I guess it makes sense too, because like if everything's about flipping your life, um, it makes sense to like protect your life or not protect your life based on what's in there. Maybe that's a to reward that there. And then still the same permanent on the back. When this card swings, draw a card, just like the front. And then you can pay 2 blue during the same. Choose any of your opponent's battle cards, flip it to the bottom, and then at the end of the turn, untap a blue. So effectively, it costs 1 energy for removal. Uh, Kind of reminds me of promo Blue Gogeta on steroids.
Yeah. The activate meme is really good, really really good. Like I read Trunks for the way it was shared in the Facebook group. Trunks was the first card I saw, and I was like, wow, that activate meme is sick. I think
Hmm.
this is insane. I think less of it now because of the stuff we'll talk about later, but I still think it's a very good activate meme.
Yeah, for sure. So apparently, Trunks' intended unison is the Supreme Kai of Time, the unison of history. Gets you an extra buff if you're on Trunks. Your leader card is a blue Trunks future card. Add 1 card from your life to your hand. At the end of the turn, switch up to one of your mono blue to act. So yeah, it seems like the idea is to get specific cards into your life, and then you reveal it, and it'll do things. Um, Makes sense. The
Which
unification idea, maybe
yeah.
your idea of EX burst, I like the idea of keeping it exclusive to trunk, just because
Yeah.
like EX burst, Shield blast, that Dragon Ball Super would change the game in a big way. So maybe revealing it is how they filter that. I'm gonna guess though, there's gonna be at least one other leader in the set, maybe one in each color actually, that have that filtering ability. Maybe that's a core tenet of then.
Yeah, I don't really know. Like, I mean, obviously they announced the unisons, and like that's all we've been thinking about the unison because they said it's like it's in the set name, right? Right?
Mhm.
Was it Rise of the Unison Warrior? The name of the set. So like, I assume that everything with these like pseudo planeswalkers is going to be the focal point. But that would be really sick if there was some theme where like every color had effects that trigger from like revealing them from life. That'd be pretty awesome. I'd
100%.
actually be pretty on board with that. I think that'd be really interesting and fun to play.
Yeah. Um, and then besides that, you generically get this unison, so it costs you have to pay 2 specific blue, my understanding of unison, so it's 2 specific blue. You can do more than that, and it'll start with as many counters as you pay.
Yeah,
So if you spend 3 energy on it, it'll start with 3 counters. And then you have activate main. Add 1 card in your life to your hand, then choose 1 card from your hand and place it in your life.
yeah. So
So
that's
very similar to the first ability, right? Except this second ability isn't exclusive to Trunks.
yeah. It's not exclusive to Trunks, and you actually can get both of them, which I think is pretty sick. So it's like you get extra value from Trunks. The effect is obviously just generically good. Um, so one of the big things that you can do with it, obviously, is generically in a deck, you can take a life and then put a card in your hand that's like just absolutely terrible, and then just put it away. Like for example, like there are certain matchups where you just know, like this card might be useless. Like I don't know, like say like you have like
You
an
open with your
awakening
ultimate.
talent pan. Yeah, you open with your ultimate or something, and just it's dead. You can just put it in your life, and then you can just choose it later on in the game, or like, oh, this one drop pan is not that good in this matchup, so I'm going to put it in my life, and I'll make sure it's the last life I take if I lose the game, so that way I never have to draw.
Right.
So that's pretty awesome. I actually like that effect quite a bit. I don't know if it's the most impactful thing, but it is a. I still think it's a pretty good card. I think this is a solid unison.
And what's
Um,
interesting is the way Dragon Ball Super works is when you take damage, um, due to battle, you get to choose what card you pick up. So you can intentionally wait till the very last second to pick up those cards. Or if you're playing against a hand destruction strategy, you can hide key cards in your life and then pull them back up after you know the wave of hand destruction is gone.
Yeah, that's another key strategy. This theme, it's not quite the same, but it feels very reminiscent of BR Flip Earth Naruto, where you could get to you.
Oh, yeah.
I know
Yeah.
where you get to
Actually,
hide. Yeah, you get to hide key pieces. Like you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna hide this in my life until the time is right, and then pull back at a clutch moment. If Trunks does that, like if that's what Trunks does, then I'm 100% playing Trunks set, like because I love that style of gameplay.
yeah, yeah, my favorite deck in Kaijudo was a blue deck based around putting cards from your life from your hand back into your life, exploiting what they do. So I'm super excited to see where that set totally ends up. And
Yeah,
we also got a spoiler on one of the super rare set. SS Go
yeah.
King, absolute unison.
More like absolute unit. like,
Absolute
I
busted.
yeah. So it's 4 costs for minimum for specific blue for a 20k dual attack blocker. He doesn't have any abilities that give him extra counters markers. I think markers is what they're referred to. Doesn't have
Okay.
anything that gives him extra markers, but he has -2 to draw 2 cards or -3 to choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and place them at the bottom of your deck in any order.
Wow.
This
So
is my favorite unison that's been previewed so far. Insane.
yeah, it's not something you're gonna play 4 of. It might be something like I'm
Oh, I mean,
picturing like
I would play at least 3. I think this card's nuts.
you think? You think? Okay, so
Oh yeah,
let's compare it to say at all cost Vegeta. So
yeah,
from a battle card perspective, this card effectively it has deflect, it has dual attack, it has blocker, and it effectively has when you play this card, choose one, draw 2 cards, or place 2 cards on your opponent's field to the bottom of the deck.
yes,
So yeah, 20k deflect, dual attack, blocker, choose up to 2 cards and put it back.
yeah. No, this card. The reason why I like this card so much is because playing this on turn 3 in a blue deck after 16 just feels devastating
Mhm,
because it's got the deflect, so it's coming down, right? And it's going to get at least one swing, and you can hold it back to board. So like you're getting value in the fact that you're getting really sizably statted body that can also protect your life total. And then on top of that, it can, if you're playing against aggro, it has the option of completely destroying your opponent's board, or it can just get you card advantage in
mhm.
like the hand destruction matchups.
Right. Yeah,
So like it just
you can even take that a step further because you could go, you play it for 4, you -3, and you pop 2 of their guys, and then
yeah,
let's say they have 2 more guys on the board, and you can use the dual attack to smack both of them.
yeah.
So you
He's
could
just
reasonably kill 4 guys for 4 energy
yeah.
and still
It
have a
does
meaningful
everything
body.
I want on a. It draws me cards if I you need to catch up or I want to just further cement my hand. It board clears like amazingly well, like you said. It can kill up to 4 guys in one turn, and it protects my life total, and my opponent can't respond. It does everything I want in a card.
LeBron who?
That's why I said his name is just SS Gotek Absolute Unit because like it's ridiculous. Like I hate that it's a Gotex because I don't particularly care for Gotex as a character, but like
Do
I
you not
say
remember
goddamn.
do you not do you not remember the golden rule of Dragon Ball Super?
Oh, every Gotenks card is broken.
Yes.
Yeah, no, no, this card's like a house. Like this card is just insane. Like especially like blue decks are already playing a Boony. Like, can you imagine just having a deck where you're just like on turn 4 you either go Boony or this?
I could, but actually I wouldn't use it with this leader, Pat. I would go and I'd check out the new Fusamasu Divine Ruinbringer.
Oh, okay. The really good leader. The reason I'm here
The
is
boy, the boy.
the boy,
Alright,
the
let's go
boy.
through this. Alright. So his generic when he attacks, draw a card. He can attack battle cards, he can attack unisons. That's actually gonna be a big deal because a lot of the good leaders, they say when this card attacks a leader. So now you can
Yeah,
attack unisons and or put your situation where you can't attack a unison or you lose that under draw. So that's kind of a nod towards when your life is at 4 or less, or you have 4 energy, draw one, flip the leader. And you get to the back. When this card attacks, draw 1 card. Let's note that that does not say once per turn.
hmm
As we go into this activate main, choose an energy, put it in the drop. So you have to burn an energy. You're kind of selling yourself out for 2 things. Either dual attack for the turn, which again he gets a second draw, or you bottom deck one of your opponent's cards.
Okay, so
Now,
two things.
at a quick glance, that seems on the average side of like playable leader, not over the top, right?
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say 2 things. One, this is what I was talking about when I read Trunks. Then I read this card.
Yeah,
I think this card is really
yeah.
good. That second that ability thing, basically zero energy is really.
Mhm. Well,
And two,
I was less married to it until I saw this Zeno Cosmic Unison that was recently previewed on Friday.
yeah,
So that has 2 effects. You have to have a mono blue leader. Thank goodness. Uh,
yeah, that
yeah,
you have to have a mono.
yeah. So your
Sorry.
leader is mono blue. Take the top part of your deck and you put it in your energy. You can't ramp yourself anymore for the rest of the turn. And then at the end of the turn, place the card that you use for the ability. You put it into the drop.
Yeah.
So it seems like the intended combo here is on turn 2. Or yeah, turn 2 you play Zeno Cosmic Unison. He has 2 counters on it. You use the +2, and now you go to 4, and you have 3 energy for the turn, right?
Wait, no, no, it's on turn 3. Turn 3, I think.
No,
The- the- you- you-
it's a 2 cost unison. So if you played it on 2, so
yeah, if you played it,
you play
yeah,
2,
but you would ramp up to 3. So yeah, but
correct,
the yeah. So if you play it on 3, you can ramp to 4 and then immediately awaken,
exactly.
which would give you 3 energy to do all kinds of like shenanigans.
Okay, so listen to this, hear me out, alright? Turn 1, charge a dual color, okay? Turn 2,
Yeah.
charge a blue. Um, play Zeno play Zeno Cosmic Unison. So you go to 0 energy, use the +2, now you're at 1. Um,
Okay.
then you swing with the Unison, play Sensu Bean. Now you have 2 energy.
Yeah.
Android 16, energy amplifier.
Yeah.
Now you
Ramp
go
to yeah.
now you
Then
go
you
to
hit
4,
4. Then
then
you
you
can
awaken,
awaken. and then you can pop the energy that's going to go away anyway because of Zeno at the end of the turn to give your leader dual attack and then attack twice,
and attack.
or kill something on the board. So yeah, the second thing before I was cut off earlier,
Yeah.
thank you Bandai. Like literally, I've been looking for just a good Zamasu leader this whole time. What you said is right. Like I don't think it's over the top. I think this leader is just really, really good.
Yeah.
Just um, and like there's a bunch of cards you can see on your screen up there that like go absolutely bonkers with this leader. I'm not like we'll jump past but force ejection mass but if you look at like encouraging presence Manaka, you can give your leader double strike for the turn and then give it dual attack, and then you can use cards like Ultimate Instinct, Son Goku's Command Maya, and like Furthering Destruction Champa, like other like pump spells like Unbreakable Son Goku, and just make your leader absolutely huge and play like a leader centric strategy, kind of like Gohan, like the green Gohan, the Teen Gohan that everyone's been playing.
Mhm.
So it actually can be your leader can be a beater, and because he has dual attack, he can't be tapped down because of Zamasu, so you can get like Zamasu super combo, so you can get full value there, which I really really
Right. I mean,
um
yeah, encouraging presence is actually really wild on that list. So in that situation where you turn to awaken, you now have one energy. So you use that, throw Monoc, draw a card. So now you're 15k dual attack, double strike, draw three. And that is on your turn two.
yeah
If you
exactly.
draw that.
That's yeah, I can definitely see Zamasu being a really powerful aggro slash mid range leader.
Mhm.
Like it's so different from what I expected him to be. Like I expected him to be like the long game, like the slow game, like the other Zamasu man. This guy just rushes you down.
Right,
Like he
right.
just yeah. And then because of all the ramp, like he can play a card like Obuni on turn three, pretty easily. I feel like right. So yeah, if you
Mhm.
play Zeno on two and it somehow lives, on your next turn, if you haven't blown your awaken, you'll go to three energy. You ramp to four because of Zeno. Then you get to play Obuni, and then Obuni will come down and make you the three tokens. Obuni will make you untap one at the end of the turn. Awaken, untap another one. You blow up your leader, and the energy that would go away because of Zen out with Zamasu.
Yeah.
So now we're looking at turn three. You're looking at two swings from Zamasu, one swing from Zeno, three from the Ghost tokens is six, and Obuni is seven. And you have two energies still open. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
It's just
but
like okay,
here's the thing
it's
though.
nuts.
You said you played Zeno on two, and you're like, if this card survives, the card starts with two markers on it, and if you do the
Right.
+2 to get an energy, he now has four markers. So if I
Marker. Yeah,
understand
so you have to
correctly,
attack it four
he needs to
times.
be,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a lot. One of the cards that's not up here as well is Ultimate Box Goku Black. That card
Mm,
also is
mhm,
basically just another Obuni. So you
yeah,
could do that on turn two as well. And like the miracle scenario where you have 16 and Zeno, you could go turn two into Zeno, ramp one, swing with Zeno, Bean 16, get another energy like in rest mode, I guess.
yeah,
Nah, it wouldn't work as well. Now I'm thinking about the scenario, but like it is just another copy of Obuni.
mhm,
Like that's another card that I really, really like. I don't know the way my first like thought for how I'm gonna build this deck is I'm just gonna jam Obuni. I'm just gonna jam Ultimate Box Goku Black that makes the Shadow tokens, and I'm just
Nightmare
gonna
Scythe is the one you're
Nightmare
thinking
Scythe,
about.
yeah, and I'm just gonna jam the Gotenks as like a
Yes,
two of to replace the Zeno after I don't need Zeno anymore, and we're just gonna and just jam all the pump spells and see where we get.
yeah. No, that seems sick. Yeah, that's crazy too that Sensu Bean actually carries on to the leader too. Um, so I also, you said you glanced over Force Ejection Mass Saiyan. That 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 also seems like a huge mistake. So let's picture this progression, all right? So you went first, okay? You charged a 1, I charged a 1, you charged a 2, I charged a 2. You charged a 3, I charged a 3, I play Zeno Cosmic Unison,
Yes.
I go to 4 energy, I awaken, I burn 1 of my energy for my leader ability. So I go down to 3.
Yep. And then
You go, and then at the end of my turn, I let Cosmic Unison crush another card. So I go down to 2
yes,
energy.
so you're underneath your opponent now.
Yeah. Now you go to 4. Probably turn 4, you're playing this broken Gotenks Unison we just talked about.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to my turn. I go to 3. I can hard cast Force Ejection. 3 energy, you're at 4, and now I burn you down to 3, and then I
and
use
then
my leader
stagger 'em, yeah.
ability, I burn back down to 2, I remove your battle card or I attack twice, depending if I need cards or I need to blow up your things, and now you're perpetually above me the rest of the game.
Correct. You can't get out of it. So yeah, this leader, very, very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Hey, here's the
Like,
crazy part, we don't even know the other support cards.
yeah, that's just it. We don't even know what Zamasu does. We just know what the leader does, and I can already tell you. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
it's at least tier two. It's at least tier two.
And that's before even considering the uh, other leaders that get buffs from, like, so you have Series 2 Goku Black, which has
Yeah,
insane combos in the early game, where you use Cosmic Energy on 2, and then the leader Billy gets an energy, and then you use Cosmic Unison to burn the card that you would have got off Goku Black. So you're ramping excessively too.
yeah,
And then also in Series 10, in case you didn't know, they're adding an additional rule where you can up your deck count from 50 cards to 50 to
use
60, which
yeah,
means in Series 2's Amasu leader, you're sitting at like 13, 14 life the entire game.
yeah, yeah. Exactly. That's the thing. Yeah, the leader goes from being a 12 life leader, to 14 life leader, just from having 60 cards in the deck. You guys may remember when we talked about the first when we did the video, talk about the initial reveals of Unison. I originally said unless you're playing against Mill, or you're set to Zamasu. I don't really think there's much of a reason to go to 60 cards. But set to Zamasu definitely wants to be playing 60. And that extra 2 life might be relevant. I'm not 100% sure. Like, depending on what how the format shapes up, like if people start to play a lot more unisons and gravitate away from counterplay cards, then that means that you can get Fuse Zamasu, Fusion Refined will actually be good again because the big reason why that deck just falls apart and doesn't work is because counterplays just hose it. But if there's less counterplays in the format, then that means set two Zamasu can actually resolve the 10 drop like relatively easily.
Mhm.
And that would mean that with that plus some kind of package, like he might actually be somewhat viable. Again, I don't really know. Again, we have to see what support cards they get. My hope is that they throw the set to Zamasu something, but you never know.
Only one way to find out, man. Tuning in the rest of the week. Keep up with the
Yeah,
Facebook group. I'm sure we'll make a couple other videos for the rest of the week on what else we see. But Blue's exciting, man. We haven't seen
yeah,
Blue in the aggro spot since like set 2, set 3. So
yeah. It was like the last time blue was like a good aggro color was like what the start of set six with Scuffle Time. It was
I
like,
guess I mean
and
I'm
I wouldn't even call that like an amazing deck, right? It was
right.
just a good aggro deck. So
That
I'm just like,
shout out to
wow,
Sandy. Um,
yeah.
Dende AOD, but that was more of like a 5 color
Yeah, it was
thing.
like a 5 color deck, but
Yeah.
this is like I can legit see me playing Fuse Zamasu as a mono blue aggro slash mid range deck. This looks like a blast, honestly,
Yeah.
with just the cards you see on your screen. Like this leader looks like an absolute blast to play. And it's sad because they say it kind of overshadows Trunks. Until I see what Trunks does, this is the leader I'm probably gonna try and gravitate toward
Mhm.
when the set starts. Just because there's so many cool things you can do, and I get to play so many cool cards in it.
Alrighty. Well, hey, Pat, thanks for the support. Thank you all for the support as always.
Hmm.
Definitely keep up with the Patreon, 3RC Productions. Check us out, in here on YouTube. Oh, we also forgot to
Link
shout
in
out
the
the greatest.
description, by the way.
Yeah, it's also in the description. But more importantly, we forgot to shout out the greatest shop owner in the planet, Alex Pastrana, Created Collectibles. Check us out. Check him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't got your expansion packs, if you need that sick red Vegeta deck, if you need that the yellow Topo, U11 baby, you need the thick boys, you need to pre-order Series 10, especially after seeing stuff like this.
Yes.
Probably a good play. Probably a good
Yeah.
play.
Alex gonna give you guys the hook up. He will have the best prices. So again, as always, it's down in the description below.
Alrighty.
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay
Hey,
safe.
thank.
Okay, bye.
Bye.